Hello folks, welcome to Soniclab preview. We're looking at the East Beast and West Pest from Cre8Audio. Also doing a little bit of a jam on this, so this is kind of two birds with one stone, but it's also an opportunity for you to leave questions about the forthcoming review. If you've got anything you want to know about either of these units, then leave them in the comments below. And as part of our Patreon, what we're doing is we'll obviously answer some of those questions in the due course of the review on YouTube, but any extra stuff that doesn't make it into the review, that goes onto the Patreon, and as a Patreon supporter you'll get access to that amongst other special things such as sample sets, review extras, ad-free versions of all our monetized videos, and Sonic Talk pre-show, loads of extra stuff. In fact, we're building quite a massive library of stuff there. So if you do want to join us, the Patreon coordinates are below. A couple of things I should mention. This is not affecting any of our regular YouTube output, so it's not like we're not doing anything that we would normally do. This is just extra stuff. And while I've got your attention, please do be careful in the YouTube comments. There's a real series of scams going out there. I know a lot of other YouTubers are finding this. People are posting these kind of WhatsApp messages but they've also got, you know, our logo in them, and they suggest that if you contact them you will win something. These are not us. We would never do it like that if we were going to run any kind of competition, so please don't fall for it. And also, if you see them, send us a little message or report it, because we definitely don't want to see that. We want to make sure that that sort of thing stops. Anyway, back to the synths. These two things, East Beast and West Pest, these are from Cre8Audio, and they're in collaboration with Richard Nickel from Pittsburgh Audio. And they're in collaboration with Richard Nickel from Pittsburgh Modular. He's made some really good sounding kind of core voices. And with these guys, on the East Beast, this is a sort of East Coast subtractive voice. We've got the core oscillator and the filter, and these are basically the same stuff that you would find in the SV1, which is a little desktop / Eurorack module, which I'm very fond of using in my jams. Then we've got the West Pest, which is more of a West Coast complex oscillator. And what this has is kind of a lot of the heart of what's in the Voltage Research Lab, which I know is very much desired by a lot of people, and actually it's quite hard to get. I don't know if they're still making them or not, but you get that kind of technology. So essentially, for these kind of these are low cost items, and they're sort of more mass produced, but you're still getting that kind of engineering nous. So I thought what I'd do is I'd just play a little bit of noodling. So I've got the Drum Brute Impact here and these kind of guys, and let's just play a couple of things. So first of all, this is just this basically adds the fold. There's lots of different fold types, oscillator waves. So we get some really interesting, I've got effects on it, yeah, I know, I mean, I'm always doing that, but I take that off if you really don't want it. But the harmonic richness of these, then we can add resonance and fold mod. I've got the velocity going into fold mod, but if I take that out, they've also got the LFO modulating the release, and these are just some basic patches. It's like a real kind of, as well as this lovely plucky harmonic stuff, it's a kind of got a real wub to it. Then we've got the East Beast, which is again just a simple oscillator, single oscillator with multiple waves. We've got square with pulse width, very nice sounding pulse width. Oh, let's go back here. Sine wave, triangle wave, and sawtooth, plus some combinations. Plus we have a multi-mode filter. If I go back to that. Nice. And filter mod. We can change the filter type to band pass, high pass. Got some lovely, I mean, the core sound of this is really nice. I should also mention that these are both rack mountable. You can take them out of here and put them in your case if you want, for a sort of synth voice. As they come with this kind of desktop case, which you could just power. Comes with a little power supply as well. and of course MIDI. MIDI is supplied on these little chaps here, these little tabs, but it's got MIDI in and MIDI out because we've got a keyboard and a sort of sequencer in here, but we'll get into that in the full review. So I'm just going to play a bit more and see you next time. Don't forget, if you've got any questions, leave them in the comments and we'll either answer them in the review or you can access those via our Patreon subscriptions. Anyway, thanks very much for watching.